SWEETEX beauties, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'll be sharing a video with you guys, and this video is from Dami Dimension, and this video is about how to make a hair wrap style of satin bonnet. I felt like every natural hair sister need to watch this video. If you're the type that like to do anything handwork, anything that has to do with tailoring stuff, that has to do with scissors, cutting and stuff, you need to check out her channel. She has other amazing videos on her channel, how to make bangles and the rest of it. She's an interesting lady, she's a very beautiful lady, and she's not only beautiful but talented. Okay, and I'll be sharing her video with you guys, and I hope you enjoy this video. And please, if you're new to this channel, feel free to join the family by hitting the red button and just hit the notification to always know each time I upload a new video. Let's get straight to the video.
Hello guys, you're welcome and welcome back again to Dami Dimension. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a head wrap style of satin bonnet. That's a satin bonnet that you can also convert into a head wrap if you want. And here are the two pieces of fabric that I'm going to be using. Here is a satin fabric and this is an African print. Actually, this one can be any type of fabric you want, but I'm using an African print. And you know, for the protection for your hair, you want to use a satin bonnet for the inside. And this is going to be reversible. You can either wear the satin bonnet part out or the African print part. The choice is yours. All right. And in order to cut the main part of this bonnet, I have this piece of fabric that I already set aside, and this piece of fabric is just about 21 inches by 21 inches square. I just cut that out from my fabric, and what I'm going to do is fold this into two like so, and I'm also going to fold it again across. So now I have it folded into four. So here now is going to be the starting point where we are going to start measuring our circle from. As you can see, here are the cut parts where we have the four pieces, and here is on fold, while here is also on fold. So here is where you want to use as your center point. So from this center point now, I'm going to take 10 inches outwards, because I want the radius of my circle to be 10 inches. You can determine how big or how small you want your circle to be, depending on how voluminous you want your head wrap to turn out to be. You can use 10 inches for like someone with a small head and not so much hair volume, and you can use between 10 to 14 inches. All right, but if you're making use of 13, 14 inches, then know that your bonnet is going to be really big. It's going to be really voluminous, and you may need to have a lot of hair in there to fill up the space for it to look nice. So I'm just keeping mine at 10 inches. So from here inward, I'll take my 10 like so, and this 10 already includes my sewing allowance. So again, I'm now going to take this 10 inches all the way around. All right, so you can connect the points, and then I'm just going to cut it right on the point. So after cutting that out, you have something like this, and when you open it up, you have a perfectly round shape like this. And what you want to do next is to grab the other fabric, which in my case is my satin fabric, and I'm just going to place this one directly on top of it. Oh, this part is not enough. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I will have to look for somewhere that has a bigger width. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that out. All right, so now I'm done cutting. So now what you want to do is to ensure that they are right side facing each other, which I already have right now. So keep them right side facing each other and pin them all the way around. So then you are going to take it to your machine and stitch all around by half of an inch, leaving about 5 inches, 4 inches, depending on how much you think is comfortable for you to be able to bring it inside out. Alright, so now I'm done doing that stitches. Let me just turn it to the other side so you can see the stitch. So here it is, you can see I did the stitches all around and I left here open so I will be able to use that to turn it inside out. And now I'm going to go ahead and give it a notch all the way around. So now I'm turning it inside out using this opening right here. So I have something that looks like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and give that a good press just because I love to see my work come out clean even as I work before I finish. All right, so we are here. So the next thing to do is to make another stitches around here, but we have to make the stitches about 1 inch away from the end. And that's because we need to create a case for the elastic band. In my case, my elastic band is 0.75 inches wide. All right, so I'm going to be creating a casing that is 1 inch wide. So that's going to create enough room. So I'm going to be taking from here 1 inch and I'm going to be making the stitch all around. Don't worry, I'm going to show you that shortly. So I'm taking my 1 inch around so that I can precisely sew when I get to my sewing machine. So if you're using an elastic that is already 1 inch, then you have to make your space not less than 1.25. You can even use 1.5, okay? You don't have to do this marking actually, but I just want you guys to be able to clearly see what I'm doing, okay? So I'm gonna take that to my machine and sew using a matching thread, of course, on this side. All right, so that stitch has been done all the way around. You can see it from this side, it's clearer. Anyway, so the next thing to do now is to cut out your elastic band, and in order to do that you need your head circumference. So I'm using this as an example, and you're just simply going to measure around the head of whoever is wearing this bonnet. All right, so just take the measurement around like this, and whatever you have is what you're going to be using to cut out your elastic band. Then in my case, I had 21 inches and I cut out an elastic band that is 21 inches long, as you can see. And the next thing to do, you're going to be inserting this elastic band all the way through the case using a safety pin. Okay, and remember this opening that we left in the beginning, that's where we are going to be inserting it from. Okay, so we are here. All right, I take out my pin and then I'm going to put these two tips together, put them together this way, flat. I take it to your sewing machine, you stitch here and you stitch here, and that's it. All right, so here are the stitches once it's done, and what you have to do now is just let it loose, let it go inside the head wrap, head bonnet, whatever. Right now it's still a bonnet, still just a bonnet, and we are going to be making it a head wrap bonnet. All right, so the next thing to do is to close up this opening right here. So what you want to do is to fold in the seam allowance, and then you can top stitch on your sewing machine, or you can hand stitch that together. Whichever one works for you, you can do it. I have a video on how to make a really clean invisible hand stitch. I can post the link in the description box so you can check that out in case you want to know how to do it. So once that is closed, we are going to be setting this aside and we are going to be working on the straps. And for my strap, I'm just going to cut out a really long strip. I'm using 10 inches width, and this includes the ½ inch that I'm going to use to join it together. So by the time I'm done folding my strap this way and I join it together by ½ inch, I'm going to be having 4½ width. So I want the width of my strap to be 4½ width, so I'm going to be cutting out 10 inches wide and 100 inches long because I want the strap to be really long. All right, so here is the strap once I was done cutting it out, and it's all long 100 inches by 10 inches. All right, what I'm going to do is to fold it into two like so. So after folding it, you see here is completely straight, but I don't want that, so I'm just going to put a diagonal line right here, and I'm going to cut that off. This step is optional, you don't have to do that. All right, so once you're done doing that and you have it folded together in half, right sides facing each other, then you have to stitch from here by 1/2 inch all the way through like this, all the way through the entire length of your strap. But make sure you have an opening of about 4 inches or 5 inches wide, so that you can use that to bring it inside out. So I will leave the opening here, then I'm going to continue stitching this way as well. All right, so now I have joined it together, and what I'm going to do is to notch the corner right here. And the point of doing that is just to make sure by the time you turn it inside out, it comes out sharp at the end. All right, so here is the opening that I left, and from there I'm going to be bringing it inside out. Okay, so I'm going to take this to my ironing board and I will give it a really good press. All right, so guys, I'm done giving it a good press, and you can see how it's looking. And what you want to do now is fold it into two, as you can see, and so I can have the midpoint right here. Okay, so I have the midpoint, and then I'm going to grab my bonnet and I'm going to be attaching it right here. So you have 3 options here. Actually, it depends on what you want to choose. You can either leave it like this and not even attach it together. Then this is going to be a separate piece. When you want only the bonnet, you can wear it. When you want to use it as a head wrap, then you can grab this one and simply wear them together. The second option is for you to just put it together and tack it together. You can take it to your sewing machine and stitch a little bit like this at the middle, or you can hand stitch. Then the third option is you can put a snap button. You can put a snap button here and here and here and here, so you can snap this on whenever you need it and take it off whenever you want to wear it as a bonnet alone. Then the fourth option is to put a velcro. You can attach your velcro here and here. Of course, it has to be a matching velcro, so you can just put it on. But for me, I think for now I'm going to be leaving both of them as 2 separate pieces. It's going to work exactly the same way as well. All right, so that brings us to the end of the making of this bonnet. I'm going to be showing you how it looks on me. If you like the tutorial, smash the like button down below and subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming videos on this channel. And share this video as well with your swimmates, family and friends. Let them have this beautiful piece as well. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye bye. So you have to make sure you have your hair in a pony. Tell what you can see, my hair is right here. And here has to go to the back, like so. So then you grab this one at the middle and it goes over your head.
There is something about you, girl, I like it and I want it. I've been around the whole world, girl, there's no one like you. But baby, no delay, what to say now.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please check out our channel. The link will be on the description box. See you on my next video. Bye.